Apgujeong, which is a pretty cool district in the Gangnam-gu, filled with a bunch of good cafes, nice restaurants, a lot of fashion and streetwear. Behind me you can see Casina, which in Seoul is a distribution company for all American brands. They work particularly with major shoe companies doing collaborations and special editions. Casina's who brought us out here to open the Pancake Epidemic Cafe, which is about 100 steps ahead of me above the Stussy Seoul chapter store. So let's check it out. All right, so here we are, Pancake Epidemic Seoul Cafe, currently under construction. I've been here about a week helping things get together, training baristas, eating a lot of barbecue. Can't wait to get this place open in 3 days now. So the idea behind the Pancake Epidemic Seoul is that we're incorporating multiple elements into a cafe, essentially. We have fashion with Stussy downstairs. We have a little barber shop installed in the corner. And we'll be serving up Stumptown coffee, making TPE Seoul the first cafe in Korea offering up the Portland-based roasters. Now let me introduce the two key players in this operation. Darren Romanelli.
Team 1, DRX.
Owner and mastermind behind the Pancake Epidemic, and Mr. Lee, owner of Casina and backer to TPE Seoul. Mr. Lee also happens to be the gentleman responsible for building this cafe from the ground up. Now before I dive too deep into the story of TPE Seoul, I'd like to show a little bit of the ground in which we're building on. Seoul is pumping out an incalculable amount of coffee per hour. The streets are flooding with it, and I mean, you can see at least 3 cafes from the doorstep of any other cafe. I'll admit, most of them are on the generic side of the scene, but the coffee market in Korea is blowing up. The number of coffee shops has increased from around 1,200 in 2006 to over 12,000 in 2011.
There's more coffee shops in a single block than I've seen any place in my entire life.
A huge portion of that growth is in the artisan market. All right, so we're here at Zombie Coffee Roasters, who's a specialty coffee roaster in the Hongdae district. They have 2 small batch roasters in the back, and they're pumping out some delicious stuff, if you ask me.
I agree.
All right, so we're here at Namusaido. This was one of the cafes that I came to when I first got here, and I had a naturally processed cold brew that was amazing. Some cafes are quaint and traditional in style.
I love this place.
While others are pretty wildly creative. So this is Khan House. This is a coffee shop in Hongdae. This is architecturally the coolest cafe that I've been to so far here in Seoul. It's pretty much like 7-story stack of shipping containers in every direction. And there's a maze of stairs you can get in and out from each way. It's a pretty killer place, so we're just exploring around now.
I highly recommend the spot.
So far, so good. All right, so we just had a look around Seoul and saw what the specialty coffee scene's all about. We've been hearing some pretty interesting things, so we're gonna go check out the weird side. Clear that Seoul's cafe culture's got a knack for doubling your fun. This is a culture that has plenty of cafes that just serve coffee. They want the draw from another anchor. They want a second element alongside their coffee bar. And we were going to offer them just that, but of course, with the carefully curated vibe of the Pancake Epidemic. First off, the cafe shares a building with and sits on top of Stussy's Seoul chapter store. Secondly, this glassed-in section of the cafe will soon house one of Seoul's best up-and-coming barbers, Sean Kim Tae-woo. I came out to Korea a couple of weeks before the opening to train our 2 head baristas, who then joined me in training the rest of our staff. We're heading over to the TPE to make a shitload of cold brew. We trained 8 baristas at various levels of experience leading up to the opening. There were plenty of odds and ends to be tightened up, including the last touches on our cold brew keg.
In the vacuum of your love, my race is one.
I'm gonna order a drink from each of you. You can make me the whole thing. I want milk and espresso done by the same person.
In the vacuum of your love, 'cause I can't see.
Stumptown roasts some of the world's highest quality coffee beans, so the training is extensive in order to maintain these high standards.
Vacuum of your love, I have wings. In the cavern of your heart, yeah,
But before we could open the shop, we needed Dr. Romanelli's official seal of approval.
we wear shorts.
All right, so it's the end of Friday. We open in 22 hours. We just got finished up with some practicing, getting these guys all ready for tomorrow. We're setting up the cafe, putting out all the cups and whatnot. Tomorrow the furniture comes in. I don't know how the hell we're gonna get finished before 4 p.m., but that is the idea. So here we go.
This is it, we're here, opening day, Pancake Epidemic Seoul. We've been working around the clock, only a few hours away from the grand opening. Let's come upstairs and check it out. First thing you see is Slacking Barbershop, one of the best barbers in Seoul. Best haircut I've ever had. I told the casino guys we need to include them in the mix. Boom, everyone's working, trying to get the place ready. I'm so impressed by these amazing ladies right here. They've been in squat mode planning this incredible garden for our opening. Blowing me away, the capabilities these people have at their age. Squat mode, dig effect, soil positioning, you name it, they got it. Kamsahamnida. A little nervous for tonight, but this guy's been working his ass off. Excited. T-minus 3 hours.
Everything was in place and looking great. I used the last hour to write up our menu and we were on our way. At last, we've made it to the opening party. It's going killer. There's a good crowd here, good music. A bunch of people I've met in the last couple of weeks coming by and saying hi. I'm having fun. It's been a while since I got to pour for a crowd like this.